Hello everyone, Jacobot here for part 2 of my Let's Play Back to the Future the game. And in part 1 we're playing as Marty McFly in 1986. And Doc Brown has disappeared, and because he has run up some debt with the bank, they're selling off his stuff to reclaim the money. And as you can see in the story so far, we managed to secure Doc's notebook from the estate sale from Biff's greedy clutches. And then suddenly the time-traveling DeLorean appeared. Unfortunately, Doc was not inside, but we did find his dog, Einstein, inside, along with a pre-recorded message, and which seems to indicate that Doc is stuck somewhere in time, as you can see. So the only other thing that we found, apart from the tape recorder with the message, was a mysterious shoe, which is an...
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
So we'll need this to find Doc, because we don't know where or when he is, really. It could be in the past, it could be in the future, so we need to find out what exact date so we can rescue him. So let's go about that then.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc.
Okay, so the time machine still works. We need to find that date, as I said. And we're not going to find it here, I think. We do have the shoe. And we do have Einstein. Could this be a clue for
What
the
do you
dog?
know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
What a nose. Not the best part of town.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Gate.
It's locked.
No, he wants to get in though. Buzzer. Strickland.
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday,
Strickland.
young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
The vice principal of Hill Valley High is called Strickland.
E. Strickland? You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but
Well, that
I'm
explains
his
a lot.
sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced from myself, slacker.
Nothing good either, apparently.
State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well,
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
what is it? Let me see.
See if the shoe triggers some memories.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Guess it does. Matching, I guess. Once upon a time.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry,
Oh.
Einstein.
Not a dog person, I guess. Who's a good boy? What a great place.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one.
Why would you keep a
Much
single
better.
shoe that
So
long, though?
neat and orderly. Yeah, I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
but
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
that's not
have a
gonna boil
seat,
anytime
Sonny.
soon. Wow.
Hey!
Where?
You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Wasn't she supposed to be watching Merv? Let's see what she knows.
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No
That's
one likes
ironic.
a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it.
Says the woman with the binoculars.
Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Speak easy. So, I guess that's an illegal pub back in Prohibition
Wow, a
times.
speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch,
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Yeah, sure.
student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these
A
newspapers?
year after the
This
video
is
store
my
was built.
personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Okay.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on the lower things. Is that?
Tiff Tannen! Get away from the
Okay.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
So we need to look through these newspapers and see if we can find a date, I guess.
Don't touch those!
Oh, okay.
My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Okay, we need to get her out of the room. What else do we have?
Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
Candy? Oh, good. Cat bowl.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Not a dog person, but a cat person. Pictures.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Jeez, they all look like they've got
Picture
sticks up
in a
there.
picture.
What's that?
Nothing.
Cat lamp. Cat trophies.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Nice sweater. Shoes.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that?
Good question. We're not ready to leave yet.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Okay, how are we going to get her out of there? Radiator.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
Huh. Maybe she won't.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Or that. No, I won't be touching anything, I promise. Newspapers.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Biff.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
We did have those binoculars.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
No tea? There's a video store. Rebuilt 1932. Okay, and it was rebuilt 1 year after
Rebuilt in February
the
1932.
speakeasy burned down.
Fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Yeah, age is the only thing. Oh, glitch.
I told you not to touch those.
Okay, let's get her out again. Maybe with the...
There's the
we have the
whistle.
air at least.
Surely the water's boiling by now.
If we can find something in the newspapers now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the Speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
1931. Uh-oh.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
What a nice, great person. Off to 1931. Fuel for Mr. Fusion.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Not a Halloween party in May. Could be a school play.
didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
What a great dad.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Come along, Einstein. 1931. Time circuits.
Time circuits. On. Flux capacitor. Fluxy. Okay. If Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
The day before. You sure you won't need more time? No, all we need to do is hit 88 miles an hour. June 13, 1930. There we go. Cool. Oh. Shots fired. Of course. We only just arrived and already messing up the time. By Mr. Copper. Car of the future indeed. If we arrive in the
Einstein,
valley,
where'd you go now, boy?
that's the courthouse. police station.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Can't blow my cover.
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man
Yeah.
said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Gangsters.
No, not
It's
really.
safe.
That's the spirit. Destroy them with indifference. If we refuse to patronize their establishments and glorify their wicked exploits, they'll soon be exposed for the pathetic wretches they are. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Michael Corleone.
How fitting.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Strickland.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Assaulted her once before. I guess he came with Doc. Okay, well, I guess that'll do it for episode or part 2 of the video. Hopefully we'll see you back for part 3. Thanks for watching.